pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a roll call of members.
Mr. Johnston, Mr. Francis, Mrs. Irwin Adams.
Here.
Dr. Malloy.
Here.
Mr. Hoff. Mrs. McGinnis. Mr. Mignon.
Here.
Mr. Greenwood. Mr. Cook.
Here. Here.
Mrs. McGinnis.
Okay, I'd like to announce that prior to this meeting, we had an executive session to discuss personnel issues. And Dr. Prietel has an announcement.
We have one correction. Under Part G in personnel, non-instructional item 1, we have a duplication. We have the exact same entry twice. Just cross out the second one, please. Okay? It was a cut and paste error, and I was made aware of that this morning. Okay? So we only have one person for 2 hours. That's it. It's not the same guy twice. Thank you.
Okay. This time we'll have hearing from citizens. I'd like to state that citizens addressing the board should be a resident of the school district. You'll have 5 minutes to talk. We do have a board policy pertaining to citizen participation at our board meetings. And I'll read a very important statement. As presiding officer, my job is to conduct this meeting in an orderly and professional way. And I will interrupt or terminate anybody's statement when the statement is too lengthy. You will have 5 minutes, up to 5 minutes. If the statement is personally directed, abusive, obscene, or irrelevant. So with that in mind, we will take public comment. So anybody wishing to the board, please come, state your name and your whether you're a resident of the school district. Okay, come to the.
Hi, I just wanted to make a quick statement. My name's Tammy Kavinsky, and there was an incident 2 weeks ago that was not talked about, and I feel like it should be. And it was about a school teacher, a vice principal being escorted out of the school. And I was never escorted out of anywhere in my whole life, and I'm 62 years old. And that incident wasn't talked about. And when you don't talk about something, it makes a person wonder why. And many people I've talked to feel this is an issue and what's going on behind our closed doors that we can't discuss it. Thank you.
There will be a statement later regarding this.
I hope so. Thank you.
Okay, any other public comment? Okay, hearing none, let's go to the meeting. The first item number 3 is A, the LRTA and R LRTA resolution. Could we have a motion regarding that?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, discussion? Okay, hearing none. Those in favor respond by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, number 4, the minutes of the November 7th, 2022 regular school board. Could we have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second? Is there a second? Discussion? Okay, those in favor respond by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Chris was an aye. Okay. List of payments. Under finance, list of payments is A, B, financial reports, C, the authorization of payments, Could we have a motion regarding those items?
So moved.
Is there a second? Discussion? Hearing none. Those in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? So moved. 6, policy, we have for the first reading, AASD policy. This is several policies. One is regarding McAuliffe Heights, parent custody arrangements, step-parent authorization form, AASD Police Department firearms, food services, payment of school meal account. Okay, we would need a motion on the first reading of those policy items. Is there a second? Discussion? Those in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, under education, we have A, conference for social studies teachers. B, volunteer approval. C, secondary field trips. D, a doctoral study. E, the Arts Altoona lease agreement. Do we have a motion on those items?
So moved.
Is there a second? Discussion?
Dr. Prieto, can you just tell me what programs are being run at Arts Altoona, just so, for my information?
All the adult ed programs are run out of Arts Altoona. That's the facility. We have an annual lease, and there was an additional space which was going to be very convenient for us to use to be doing different, et cetera. It's approximately, I want to say, it's like a 20 by 14 room, so it's about 250,
Okay.
300 square feet.
I thought that it was adult ed, but then I thought when you responded that you said, no, it wasn't adult ed, so that's why I had asked. So I guess.
It was adult ed.
Okay.
It was adult. It is adult ed. It is adult ed. It's the adult ed program that's housed there. And we had a chance we kind of encapsulated this one little area with all the stuff we leased. There was this one small area. When that became open for a nominal fee, we were able to extend the lease and include that in our space.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay, hearing none, those in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, personnel items. Excuse me. Okay, we have a personnel agenda with a number of items on there. We have B, a retention bonus for the educational support professional, the ESOP personnel, the SEAs, the special education aides, and non-union hourly support staff, including ESS nursing staff who were employees of the district prior to December 1st and are still employed.
We're still under our employee.
And C, we have a memorandum of agreement, excuse me. Do we have a motion on those items? Is there a second? Discussion?
Yeah, just on the retention bonus. I'm against it. I was against all of them. And the reason we got an email from somebody last week that said that I was against the bonuses because I had said the group doesn't deserve it, which is further from the truth. And I'm just against it because it's coming out of the COVID funds, which should be used for remediation of our students, mental health, and for social work. It shouldn't be used for retention. Now, if the retention bonuses came out of the general fund, I'd be more than happy to agree with it. And also, I don't understand why they're just getting $500 instead of $1,000.
That is the same as the ASME group agreement.
It's the same as ASME.
It's the same as ASME.
Okay.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, those in favor respond by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
No on the retention.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Okay, student services. A, we have the revised Pyramid Healthcare, Inc. Soaring Heights School Educational Services Agreement. That's the only item under that. Is there a motion regarding that? Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Okay, those in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Item number 10, we have A, Amtran drivers, B, a request for proposal of wireless connectivity points. Those two items, is there a motion? Is there a second? Discussion?
I was just wondering if we had any idea. I think Dr. Pretel said Bryce could tell us more about the rates, if you have any information, Bryce. Yes.
So over the next 2 years, the plan is to upgrade the wireless access in all 8 of our elementary buildings. And for the coming year, we're looking at Logan, Pleasant Valley, Ebner, and Penn Lincoln as the first 4. So as we look at the upgrade to the actual wireless access points and wiring that needs to be done in 3 of those buildings, Logan's wiring was done when we remodeled a number of years ago. The other 3 buildings, access points have been plugged into a wall jack as opposed to being mounted in the ceiling where they will, obviously give us better range. Most of that equipment that we're replacing is between 8 and 10 years old. It is actually equipment that we repurposed out of the high school whenever we built this building. So in any case, it's looking like estimates bring the entire project in for the 4 buildings at about $510,000. That's before bidding, and that's before E-rate. We'll get an 80% discount on that from E-rate. So the whole project, I'm estimating, is going to be a cost of about $100,000 to the district. That's a pretty decent figure for us to be able to upgrade all 4 of those buildings and get them up to speed. So, okay, sure.
Okay. Thanks, Bryce.
We're-
Any
we're-
other discussion?
We're paying for this out of general fund, or are we paying capital reserve?
It's, right now, all we're doing is bidding it. The decision as to how it will be paid for can be decided later.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, those in favor respond by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, 11, facilities. We have the Pima Region 2 Band Festival. Is there a motion regarding that item?
So moved.
Second. Discussion? Okay, those in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Under new business, we have a special counsel services. Is there a motion regarding that item? Is there a second? On seconds, discussion. Okay, those in favor respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, any committee chair reports?
I'd just like to state that the Central Blair Rec Commission is organizing their annual dinner. It will be held February 25th. They're honoring the Respected Citizen Award to Randy Feathers, and they're featuring Greg Lloyd from the Steelers as the speaker. Tickets are available now through the Rec Commission, as well as sponsorships. Saturday, February 25th. Yeah.
Okay, any other board committee reports? Board president's report. Yes, I do have something to say tonight. First of all, my wife and I, who is with me tonight, Lori, hi Lori, attended the Day of the Arts program at Juniata Gap, and that was really impressive. I mean, that whole school was just buzzing with activity, and I know back in my day, one of the things I always tried to observe was how much engagement the students had with the activities that were going on. And I would have to say it was almost like total engagement. Every kid, every teacher was just honed into what was going on there. It was really a wonderful learning opportunity for kids, for everybody involved with that. So congratulations to the building principal, to Haley and Dr. Priatel, anybody involved with that program. The other thing we attended was a senior citizens dance. I had to check my birth certificate to see if I could get in. Looked like I was eligible, so we went, and that was really impressive. It wasn't well attended, but it was well organized, and the jazz band did a terrific job. I think next year, if it's advertised as a night of free food, the house will be filled. Don't call it a dance. And the other thing is, I might read this statement. Hopefully I get the voices out of my voice. The board is aware of some ongoing discourse and concern regarding a personnel issue that is currently being addressed within the district. Our district policies and procedures have long provided that personnel matters, including internal investigations, are handled as confidentially and as objectively as possible in order to preserve the rights and interests of all those involved. However, in light of some of the misconceptions coming to our attention recently, we do wish to confirm that none of the personnel matters currently being addressed within the school district involve any allegation of criminal activity. I'll repeat that. None of these current investigations involve any matter that would involve criminal activity or allegations of criminal conduct, nor have they involved or needed involvement of police or any form of police or other escort. I wish the lady had stayed. I'll repeat it. None of these involved those things that are rumored. As alleged earlier this evening, most importantly, we wish to emphasize that no such matter has involved any allegation of misconduct or other conduct presenting any kind of threat to student safety. All matters of personnel have been and will continue to be handled in accordance with applicable law and policies. And in accordance with those policies, we are currently not going to discuss or offer any further comment on internal personnel matters. Okay, Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Malloy. I would like to give my time to Ms. Ventry because I know she's going to give us a long list of some great things that have happened and are going to happen.
Good evening. I would like to take a moment to mention some current and upcoming events in the Altoona Area School District. Altoona Area High School Student Council Food Drive is still in progress, and we are looking to put together as many baskets as possible to help our students in need. Examples of food items include canned vegetables, pasta, cereal, paper towels, toilet paper, and many other items. Winter sports began this past weekend, and our winter athletes are hoping for your support throughout the season. The Lady Lions in particular are having their first home game against Hollidaysburg this Wednesday, December 7th. The JV game will begin at 5 p.m. and the varsity game will begin at 6:30. They are also selling t-shirts through the end of this week in order to support the Brian Morden Foundation and their goal for finding a cure for childhood cancer. These shirts can be worn to their home game against State College on January 13th, which will be dedicated to the Brian Morden Foundation. Additionally, the Greater Altoona Career and Technology Center is having an open house tomorrow, December 6th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for both high school students and adults to learn about over 25 programs that they offer. You will have the opportunity to tour the facility, speak with the instructors, and learn more about each program. Adults will also have the opportunity to learn about financial aid options that they might be eligible for. Throughout the month, Altoona Junior High and High School music students will be performing at various concerts. The AAJHS 7th and 8th grade chorus and vocal ensemble concert was this past Friday, and the upcoming events include the Junior High School Jazz Band concert tomorrow, December 6th, the 6th grade chorus and orchestra concert this Thursday, December 8th, the high school chorus and orchestra concert this Friday, December 9th, the junior high school 7th and 8th grade orchestra chamber orchestra concert next Tuesday, December 13th, the high school jazz band and wind ensemble concert next Thursday, December 15th. Also that week, on December 16th, is the AAHS Winter Showcase. All of these events will begin at 7 p.m. Finally, this is a reminder that schools will be closed Friday, December 23rd for a teacher in-service, and schools will remain closed for winter break through the remainder of the year. Schools and offices will be open again on January 3rd. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent report. Okay, for information only, there's the policy committee summary. There's a facilities committee meeting summary. Under other comments, do we have an employee unions response? Middle management response? Solicitor?
No report this evening.
Okay. And that's all the items on the agenda. Could we have a motion
Now,
for?
just one thing, yeah, I got a couple emails on some things, and I just want to bring them out, because I guess our next meeting's later on in the month. Our snow days, our potential snow days, I should say, I got a question from a teacher it's an Altoona parent, but teaches in another district. She said her school district isn't going to have kids on their sitting in front of a computer on a snow day, is that the elementary has work for them to do on snow days, and secondary will give their kids work to do instead of having the kids sit on a computer all day. So what's our stance on this?
We do a virtual format where they have approximately about 20 minutes of instruction, and they have time to complete assignments, and they have a schedule for their classes. So it's structured.
So how long are they on the computer?
Brad?
It's a combination, as Dr. Priatel had mentioned. Secondary students will go through their normal academic schedule. So when they're in first period in school, they would be in first period at home. They'll have a period of time of direct instruction virtually with that teacher, and then time away from that while they're still available for consultation, either via video chat or through email. So each kid will have all 8 of their periods in a given day. They may be on live for anywhere from 0 to 20, 25 minutes. And then at that point, they'll be working on independent work.
Could you do me a favor?
Mhm.
Just to let me know how many neighboring districts have the policy that the elementary, they have a snow day bag, I guess they call it. The elementary kids take it home, and the secondary kids have work given from their teachers on a potential snow day. I'm just curious because I find it kind of upsetting that kids have to sit in front of the computer on a snow day where they should be out making money, enjoying the snow, and they can still get their work finished. So that's just my opinion. And another thing I got an email on was high school breakfast. Okay, and it's one of the things I honestly, God, I don't know anything about. But the person sent me an email equivocal to like War and Peace, and she said that not enough senior high kids are utilizing breakfast. So I don't. She thinks there's
Breakfast is now free to all
Yeah, I know,
students.
right.
So we have a system in place that once students enter the building at 7:15, they can go directly to the cafeteria to get a hot or cold breakfast. There are various options every day. I can tell you firsthand, they're usually pretty good options. But those are available, and it's open to any student. Now, if they're arriving late or if they arrive later, they may have a difficult time getting to the breakfast cafeteria and then the homeroom on time, but they can do a grab and go to where they can grab a cereal bar, they can grab even the hot breakfast option to take with them the homeroom. So we want them to eat as much as possible.
She maintains that not enough high school kids know about breakfast. She feels that they should be guided to the cafeteria for their free breakfast. And I didn't have an answer. If a kid doesn't want breakfast, he doesn't want breakfast. So the thing is that, is it possible that you could let us know how many free breakfasts we serve at the elementary, junior high, and high school?
Absolutely.
No, I mean, you don't have to do it now, just for our next work session. So,
Okay, could we have a motion for adjournment? For a second? Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Sounds like we're adjourned.